disagree.
What?
You tortured me. I sat in front of you. When we first left Bix off in season 1, she was in a really dark and sort of tortured place, thanks to this woman right here.
Thanks to me.
Thanks to that woman. Throughout the season, I think all of our characters evolve because there's so much time. There's like a time gap in between every sort of couple episodes. So this season, for me, it's super interesting because I get to grow with sort of Bix and sort of be like, okay, now we left season 1. It's been how long season 2 sort of starts, and how has she sort of grown from everything that she's been through, and that continues to happen throughout the entire season. So I guess you get to meet like 3 different versions of Bix, or I think of every character.
Syril is on his kind of journey to trying to reach the upper echelons of the Bureau of Standards, trying to see whatever happens from that little moment in the Star Wars cupboard at the end of season 1.
What is it, 7 seconds in the closet or something?
That's the title of my autobiography, which will be out pretty soon, actually.
And there's a game in America. You guys, when you're in school, don't you play a game where you go in a closet with somebody for 7 seconds?
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I heard of that.
7 minutes.
Seven minutes.
7 minutes in heaven.
That's a really long time to be stuck in a closet with
Seconds
someone.
with
What
Syril,
happens when
but
you're in the
yeah.
closet?
Yeah, well,
That's
it's up to you.
the two of you to decide and
yeah.
negotiate and ask for consent.
Always ask
Always.
for consent. Well, the repercussions, right, of what happened at the riot, because you see her at her weakest at the end of season 1. She's still on her journey of wanting the world to be far more ordered than it is.
Total universal control.
Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah.
This is why we always do junkets together, because he helps me with the answers.
You're in my net. Are you a fish? Or are you a thief? You're slipping. I'm not slipping. I've just been hiding for too long.
Well, it was interesting at the beginning of the season, having there was the whole, go girl thing. And I was so excited that was going to be turned on its head when, I'm torturing another woman, especially. But mostly the reaction is, there's a lot of middle-aged men who like Dedra. I'll leave it at that. I get a lot of women sending me footage of themselves dressed as Dedra, walking in and out of rooms and drinking coffees, which I find
Inspiring.
and unnerving, but then the Dedra in me wants to point out that the costume is not the right color, and it really bothers me. It's not stone. They wear white costumes.
Well, I think everything that sort of happens to Big sort of just makes her lean in so much more, I think. I think there's an anger that I hope builds in Bix, really, whether it's revenge, whether it's sort of closeness with Cassian because he saved her. It's a tricky way to answer that, but I think of course she has to lean in. She's always been a part of it, and I think by episode 9 of season 1, it was obvious someone must do something. So I think so.
I helped her so much.
Yeah.
You really
You know
did.
what I mean?
You gave me the fire that I
helped
needed.
Bix to
Pushed you over
become
that
a
edge to
rebel.
help the
Yeah.
transformational
Yeah.
process. Yeah.
Sisters.
Is this where I say thank you? Yeah. Thank
Pretty
you for
much.
torturing me.
Yeah, it's like a therapy session, right?
Yeah.
But like in reverse.
It's good.
As long as everyone thinks I'm an irritation, there's a good chance they'll miss what I'm really doing.
What are you really doing?
This is what revolution looks like.
I'm tired of losing.
Do I think Syril has a shot with Dedra? Look, I mean,
You should really be asking me that question, but you know.
Exactly.
the man has delusions of grandeur, which are not just located solely in the workspace.
Good answer.
I think anybody would be lucky enough to even sit across the table as someone as incredible as Dedra Miro.
I disagree. You tortured me. I sat in front of you.
True, that's fair
I like you, not Dedra.
Torture's a strong word in this context.
Yeah,
I mean,
come on,
she
it
needed
was
information. You were being a bit.
Why am I with these two?
I don't know.
Some say
put us
torture.
together?
But I think you're outnumbered, and I'm okay with that.
We really should have put you sitting in the middle. I know. We both be like that.
I've got high hopes for Syril. I believe in him. I think he doesn't stop until he gets what he wants.
Oh, but this is why I think they found each other, right? We said it last year, the tailoring, man.
Yeah.
They're both pretty perfect.
It's my spiritual tailoring soulmate.
Totally. Like when he says it in the show about the tailoring, when I was in my fitting, I was saying, oh, it needs to be tailored. And Michael Wilkinson, who's our genius costume designer, said, oh my God, I can't believe you've just said in real life what Syril says in the show. And I knew we were going to be just fine. He had all his costume tailored.
Yeah. Meant to be.
Meant to be. But what is it meant to be? Oh, that space cereal. When I went
Sounds like
in.
a euphemism, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
gross. I can't wait. I honestly did go into that apartment when I was on set, and I could not believe, I mean, the attention to detail. So when I saw the show and I saw what a part he has made of that space cereal, it's so good when you pick up the one, you just look at it.
Yeah, they taste pretty
good.
incredible. It's like
Is it like Cocoa Pops?
It's like 14 gobstoppers in your mouth all at the same time, and gives you a lot of energy. Let's put it that
Not
way.
as high most of the time.
Most of the time, just on the cereal.
Yeah.
I just pop them backstage just when I need a hit. I actually receive quite a lot of cereal.
Do you?
Yeah, people think that that's the thing.
I don't get any presents. What would
Yeah, like what would they give
Cyril's-
Bix?
Cyril's Cocoa Puffs.
We need to find something that we do in season 2 that get us presents.
Presents.
I'm gonna wear Gucci a lot.
Start eating things. Like, yeah.
Gucci, Dior. Dedra's really into like Tom
Diamonds
Ford.
now.
Yeah.
All of a
She's got all
Bix,
these
Bix is just like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
rocking all these diamonds. Like
Dedra's in Tiffany blue all the time.
must be Tiffany.
Yeah.